Today our topic is the power of perseverance lessons from Stoicism. Life is not always easy. There are moments when everything feels hard, when challenges seem too big, and when giving up feels like the only option. But in those moments, the power of perseverance can make all the difference. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches us how to face life's difficulties with strength, calm, and resilience. Stoicism is not about ignoring emotions or pretending that problems don't exist. It is about understanding what we can control, accepting what we cannot, and finding the courage to keep moving forward no matter what. Let's explore what Stoicism can teach us about perseverance and how we can apply these lessons to our own lives. First, let's talk about what perseverance really means. Perseverance is the ability to keep going even when things are tough. It's about staying committed to your goals, even when the path is full of obstacles. Perseverance is not about being perfect or never feeling tired or discouraged. It is about getting back up every time you fall, learning from your mistakes, and continuing to try. Stoicism teaches us that perseverance is not just a skill, it is a mindset. It is a way of looking at life that helps us stay strong in the face of adversity. One of the key ideas in Stoicism is the concept of control. The Stoics believe that many things in life are outside of our control. The weather, other people's opinions, and even some of the events that happen to us are not things we can change. But what we can control is how we respond to these things. We can choose our attitude, our actions, and our efforts. This is where the power of perseverance comes in. When we focus on what we can control, we stop wasting energy on things we cannot change. Instead, we direct our energy toward what really matters: our own thoughts, decisions, and actions. For example, imagine you are working on a big project, and suddenly something goes wrong. Maybe a team member quits, or the deadline gets moved up, or you realize you made a mistake. These things can feel overwhelming. But instead of panicking or giving up, Stoicism teaches us to take a step back and ask ourselves, what can I control in this situation? Maybe you can't change the fact that the deadline is earlier, but you can control how you use your time. Maybe you can't change the fact that a team member left, but you can control how you communicate with the rest of the team. By focusing on what you can control, you can find solutions and keep moving forward. Another important lesson from Stoicism is the idea of embracing challenges. The Stoics believe that challenges are not just obstacles, they are opportunities for growth. When we face difficulties, we have the chance to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Think of it like lifting weights. If you never lift anything heavy, your muscles will never grow. In the same way, if you never face challenges, you will never develop the strength and resilience you need to succeed in life. Perseverance is about seeing challenges as opportunities to grow, rather than as reasons to give up. Of course, this is easier said than done. When we are in the middle of a difficult situation, it can be hard to see the silver lining. But Stoicism teaches us to practice gratitude even in tough times. Gratitude does not mean pretending that everything is perfect. It means recognizing the good things that still exist, even when life is hard. For example, if you lose your job, it is okay to feel sad and worried. But you can also be grateful for the skills you have, the support of your friends and family, and the opportunity to find something even better. Gratitude helps us stay positive and motivated, even when things don't go as planned. Another powerful Stoic idea is the concept of Amor Fati, which means love of fate. This means accepting everything that happens in life, both good and bad, as part of your journey. It does not mean that you have to like everything that happens. It means that you accept it and find a way to move forward. For example, if you fail at something, instead of dwelling on the failure, you can ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to become better? When we learn to love our fate, even the difficult parts, we become more resilient and better equipped to handle whatever life throws at us. Perseverance also requires patience. In today's world, we are used to getting things quickly. We want instant results, instant success, and instant answers. But real growth takes time. The Stoics understood this. They believed in the importance of long-term thinking and delayed gratification. They knew that anything worth achieving requires effort, time, and persistence. For example, if you are learning a new skill, you might not see progress right away. But if you keep practicing, day after day, you will eventually get better. The key is to stay patient and trust the process. One of the most famous Stoic philosophers, Marcus Aurelius, was a Roman emperor who faced many challenges during his rule. He wrote in his journal, now known as Meditations, about the importance of staying focused and not letting external events disturb his inner peace. He reminded himself that he could not control what others did or said, but he could control his own thoughts and actions. This is a powerful reminder for all of us. No matter what is happening around us, we have the power to choose how we respond. We can choose to stay calm, focused, and determined, even in the face of adversity. Another Stoic philosopher, Epictetus, was born a slave and faced many hardships in his life. But he believed that no one could take away his freedom to think and choose. He said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This idea is at the heart of perseverance. Life will always have ups and downs. There will always be challenges and setbacks. But if we focus on how we respond to these challenges, we can find the strength to keep going. So how can we develop the power of perseverance in our own lives? Here are a few practical tips inspired by Stoicism. First, practice focusing on what you can control. When you face a difficult situation, take a moment to identify what is within your power and what is not. Then, direct your energy toward the things you can change. Second, embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. Instead of avoiding difficulties, see them as chances to become stronger and more resilient. Third, practice gratitude. Even in tough times, try to find something to be thankful for. This will help you stay positive and motivated. Fourth, be patient. Remember that real growth takes time, and trust the process. Finally, remember the Stoic idea of Amor Fati. Accept everything that happens as part of your journey, and find a way to move forward. Perseverance is not about never failing or never feeling tired. It is about getting back up every time you fall. It is about staying committed to your goals even when the path is hard. It is about finding the strength to keep going no matter what. The lessons of Stoicism remind us that we have the power to control our thoughts, our actions, and our attitudes. When we focus on what we can control, embrace challenges, practice gratitude, and stay patient, we can develop the resilience we need to succeed in life. So the next time you face a challenge, remember the power of perseverance. Remember that you have the strength to keep going. And remember that every challenge is an opportunity to grow. Life is not always easy, but with perseverance you can overcome anything.